Hey, Max here. So the limiteds and last cards for tomorrow revealed by EA Sports Months. We're gonna give our thoughts on that and maybe a little bit, a couple other things here. But anyways, Taysom Hill. Obviously, Saints fans like this. A 93 speed tight end might make Vernon Davis, show up on a couple fewer teams. Overall, I still think I like the Vernon Davis card a little bit more than this one. We can obviously see Vernon if we want. I don't think I powered him up. Did I? No, he's not powered up. But Vernon Davis card, we'll go ahead and compare the two, contrast. So he does have the +1 speed from the strat item of what the heck, ghosts. Yeah, ghost strat item. I was like blanking for a second. Wow, my mind is a blank, but it's okay. It's rest day for me. No stream. Don't have to be on. We'll say. Overall, though, Taysom's gonna get that out of position on his card boost. You won't need to power him up. So Vernon Davis, a little more expensive to power him up than Taysom. As for the rest of it, right? Taysom's 6'2", so the height's not that difference between the two of them. Taysom's a much better run blocker. As for catching and everything, I think that firmly goes into Vernon Davis's hands with 95 spec catch a traffic, regular catch. So like on a card to card basis, I think Vernon's better, especially if you have the +1 for the strat item on him. But Taysom is like right there, and I don't think you're going to see that much of a difference outside of maybe hanging on to like a couple balls out of maybe 100 more with Vernon Davis and Taysom. I mean, Vernon Davis got me this insane spec catch in the end zone with his 95 spec catch. So I don't know. Maybe it does matter more, I think, because 87 spec catch. You won't be getting those like top end spectacular animations. And in years past, like the spec catch threshold was like 96 for certain animations. So I actually don't know what it is because I haven't seen any testing on that, and EA refuses to let us know on that. So, anyways, Taysom though, pretty neat for your theme team. The rest of us, we're kind of like, it's okay, I guess. Vita Vea halfback, 89 speed. So way, 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 way faster than the fridge fullback that we just got. Actually, speed into the relevance area. Of course, it's a Buccaneers card, so that's going to help that theme team. That theme team's pretty blessed with a lot of cards this year. Obviously, not great change of direction or agility, but that's not really what you're using him for. You're just using him for the halfback, fullback, dive shenanigans. Man, I'm so glad that there's a run commit glitch in this game right now. Him, Bo Jackson's awful, awful, stupid, terrible, no good addition to the game. Bo knows X Factor. Those two things, like the run game would be crazy right now if we didn't have that glitch. So thankfully we do, at least for a little bit. But Vita Vea, what can you say about this guy that can't also be said about the Death Star? It's just a force of nature, we'll say. It'll be fun to try out, but it's not gonna be fun to go against, I'll tell you that. Next up, Mike Williams, 92 speed. Now, Mike Williams is tall, which is nice, but 92 speed really kind of, I don't know, gutsome versus the rest of the, I guess, tall receivers in the game. Unless he's your theme team, right? Chargers is really nice for the Mike Williams because then you go 93, 95, 97 speed for him. But really, like, how much different is this than like Plaxico, than Marshall, than Keyshawn, the guys we already got? Overall, though, it's nice to have another name there. I really am a height king this year in the game because of the way that animations play out, or there's no more there's very few two-man interaction animations when you're receiving the ball, right? You can still get like cut out from under. That animation's still in the game, thankfully, if guys are trying to spec catch you. Otherwise, you know what? The boxing out height is kind of crazy, especially with 95 jump, 97 spec catch. Yeah, this card's going to go kind of wild. Should be fun. What's nice about this card and the next card, though, they're basically going to be minned out because they'll be in the roll. Just like last week's limiteds that we got. These things will be, very cheap. Savage at 93 speed. I upset some people in the comment section when I said Savage is the worst player on Green Bay's defense this year. I stand by those comments outside of maybe some defensive linemen. He's good. He's got a lot of talent. Like I said, he's like Terrell Edmonds. Like great. He's inconsistent though, right? And that's the problem. Thing is, Savage is 5'11", so I don't know. Basically unusable in my opinion. In defense, I think height matters even more so than offense. Because offense, you can kind of like direct, like if you use a Tyreek Hill, you can throw like him just on like a drag route or something. Sideline animations aren't as good for the shorter guys who can't reach up as far and get their feet in animation wise. Although sometimes you will get those wild animations. 96 hit power, 96 zone coverage. I mean, what's his weight? 198. I don't know. It's gonna be very hard hit sticking like the Derrick Henry, Bo Jackson, the Garrett Blunts of the world with 198 pounds. So even though he's got the 96 hit power, it's not really gonna play against unless he hit sticks those Tyreek Hills of the world. So this Savage card, even though stat-wise looks nice, I think just like IRL, it's a little deceiving, right? Got all the talent, but you got to play a little bit better Savage here, right? I mean, let's look through it, right? Cornerback. I think Green Bay, if you get Alexander back, they got 3 corners better than Savage in Stokes, Rasul, and Jair. And even like their 4th corner has been playing okay. All right, Amos has been playing better than Savage, just straight up, okay? So that's the entire DB core that he's weaker than. Linebacker, Devondre Campbell's been like the best pickup the entire year. I mean, there's some arguably better good free agents, Patterson, Connor. And then like on the D-line, you got Kenny Clark, Za'Darius when he comes back. Preston's playing okay this year. Maybe not great, but he's playing better than he was last year. Then you got Rashawn Gary. Yeah, like I said, like maybe he's better than like Lancaster or something, or like whatever one of those rotational D linemen they got. But go ahead, Green Bay fans, go ahead and get angry at me for speaking the truth. But Savage, I'm sticking by it. He's one of the worst defenders this year and still got a high overall card. So with that said, what else we got to talk about? Sorry for going real NFL talk in a MUT content video, but the comments got me triggered. Reviewing what Kralo said this morning. GMN's back in the 6th. Studio shut down until the 4th. Shut the studio down. Dylon burn it down. Previewing a promo when he gets back. The playoff promo on the 6th is when he's previewing it. EA, he said EA might bring down power up prices for like Tebow and friends, so I would not invest too hard in those things. Christmas Day content, crash with content. Like I expect prices to go crazy, to crater. People have hundreds of packs. I'm going to give myself more presents. I think because tomorrow's basically like a regroup day, right? This content, let's be real, it's pretty underwhelming unless you got a theme team guy. Even like freaking Broncos theme team Fred Zilla is like, I don't have really a space for Chris Harris. Imagine getting like a top end corner and be like, it's not good enough for me. Like that's how spoiled they are. The Steelers, we are out there in alleyways sucking dick for a nickel just for anybody hinting at a cornerback position, okay? We got short-ass Palomalo consistently getting thrown over out there. Please, something. Mel Blount, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. You won't. You won't do it, you puss. Yeah, you won't. You're puss. Carnell Lake, too. Please. Multiple DBs for the Steelers. Anyways, Christmas Day content. Should you sell off everything? I think tomorrow's going to be a regroup day for me. Obviously, I'm going to roll for some of the new cards, going to roll for some of these limiteds. But overall, they're probably going to be back just like last week's limiteds. Are these things even close to like regrouping their price yet? They're at like $297 still. They're up like, what, $15K in a week time because there's just so many of these things on the market. So expect a flood of these cards. Do not pay like over $300K, in my opinion, tomorrow for the Savage or the Mike Williams limited time card because these things are going to be minned out ASAP. Obviously, you pull it early, sell it right away. But yeah, they should min out quickly. We got a lot of binder maintenance to do tomorrow. I don't even know, like, even for Gut Fox 2, like, what are these cards are going to be enjoyable to watch videos on? Vita Vea? I guess. Taysom Hill. I mean, who's going to watch that? Like, Saints fans don't even like the guy. They want the guy freaking gone on a sled. Okay? Santa dropped the presents off and take him with you. This guy's trash at quarterback. They want Jameis back. They want anybody back. They're, like, scouring. Like, I don't know, this Favre, can he still suit up? How's Rivers? They're trying to check in on him, too. So, anyways, content tomorrow, underwhelming, but that's okay. Ghost was crazy on Wednesday. The coin stack, like you see in the corner, 3.2 million. Can hardly take it. We got basically a full binder of mid to high 90s at the moment. So we are desperately waiting for Christmas Day and the rest of it. I don't know. Should I sell Kyle Pitts and just stick with Vernon? I might go back to Kyle Pitts. I think he's taller, better, but man, Vernon played really well for me. So maybe we'll stick with him over Pitts. I don't know. Minka, I'll probably have to sell off his limited time card because I think I'm going to sell off the Steelers theme team here. They just suck. I can't get any content with the Steelers theme team, so why keep them? But there it is. What else? Christmas Crash. Kralo was very impressed by the content, I want to say. Like, he doesn't often say, like, he does it some of the times, right? His job is to sell MUT cards. And he's like, okay, but he was like, you really want to take a look at the Christmas day. So I think A lot of the content's going to come out. A lot of the, like, here's the thing, is a lot of, like, the presents themselves, because generally they've returned to positive value, because he has been okay at being, like, Santa Claus and generous with the Christmas Day presents. A lot of the value of snow right now is tied up in presents. And then once people aren't able to roll for any more presents, what happens to the snow value, right? A lot of that market gets undercut and gone. Now, obviously, tomorrow's content release, which I thought was going to be slightly better, but the leaks ended up proving true. I thought that was maybe going to potentially bring up the market a little bit as people roll for the limiteds, but the limiteds, they're not that well statted. They're not very big names. So the market could stay steady. I mean, maybe it goes up, a couple percentage points. Don't know. Market randomly fluctuates through the day itself. So some of it's just down to random nature of the market. But overall, up, down, sideways tomorrow. I think there might be a little bit of boost too due to people like last-minuting presents, because people are going to want presents and stuff to do Saturday morning when they wake up, right? Because their family doesn't love them, right? They've ostracized the whole thing. You've cut them all off to play MUT, because that's the only true way to succeed in MUT, is to get rid of family, friends, and religion. And so there it is. All the present you'll get is on these things. So people are going to roll for them, grade the snowflakes. So we could potentially see a little inflation there, but then Saturday. That's why, with a lot of demand cut out with no presents anymore, that's why we could foresee a crash along with all the presents opening and providing a bunch more players that people sell right away. So it's going to be quite a market day on Saturday too with that turnover, okay? With impressive content, a ton of stuff being thrown onto the market, and demand being cut off for snowflakes. Also, not a bad idea. Remember these sets, FYI, if you want to do them right away, not a bad idea to grab them. And the sets for like the MasterCards, like the 95, not a bad idea to do those 93s, have them on stack, and then just do them quick and then sell them for profit right away, because usually right away is when they're much more expensive. Yeah, that's it. What else? Potential. Oh, there's a potential level method, but I couldn't get it to work, so I'm not going to talk about it. I guess I can talk about it slightly here. If you guys can get it to work. Basically, the last solo in the new challenges, it's in overtime. There's 2 of them in overtime. If you let the first overtime period go out, I think maybe I screwed up when I completed it. If you let it go all the way down and the overtime, then win in the extra overtime, you can get more experience that way. But I was not able to get experience past the second time I did it by letting it go past. Maybe if you haven't completed this yet, let me know if that's possible. If you can keep doing that by just failing it over and over, right? Just run out the back of the end zone for a safety. But let me know if that works for you, because 900, it's like 800 experience a pop by doing it. But again, like I said, it didn't work after the second time I did it, so I'm not sure it's actually usable. There you go. That is the end of that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, please subscribe. I don't know why I keep forgetting the Rock Bottom ads. Go to Rock Bottom. They got like some deals going on, I think, over the next couple days for the Christmas promo, the giving away stuff over there. So rockbottomcoins.com, link in the description. That's it. Please like, please subscribe. We're going for 100K this year. At the current pace, it don't look like we're going to make it. But here's the thing. We're all going to make it. So I'll see you tomorrow.